This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
There's a thin line between heroism and madness.
Here the line fades to nothing at all. This is a world of Capes and Lunatics.
And nothing is off limits.
Good evening, everyone. Lilith Hellfire is ready to fall asleep. Charlie Esser is fueling up on apple juice. But this is nothing compared to what's coming next week. The bomb is getting dropped. The Capes and Lunatics bomb is getting dropped in my house next week. But anyway, tonight, let's get into it. Capes and Lunatics episode 122 starts right now. Hello and welcome to the Capes and Lunatics. I am Phil. Joining me this evening,
pick one.
That young enigma in Florida.
Hey y'all, it's Lilith Hellfire.
And
he's the baby of the family.
And one of our two dads in New Jersey.
I just realized next episode is episode 123.
Yes, and we'll be live for 1, 2, 3.
Is that intentional? So 1, 2, 3, go! It's Charlie, the Professor Esser! Hey! With my sidekick Tristan.
I mean,
hey, keep on kicking me in the side.
That's right. Next week, all in one room. Myself, Charlie Esser, Lilith Hellfire, Moz Manzoor,
and maybe Tristan and Ben,
and maybe Tyler Patrick.
Ooh, now it got interesting.
Yeah.
Have him bring Solo. Does he swim? The hotel has a pool.
Oh yeah, I think if they're coming, he's bringing away some kids. I believe.
It looks like a really nice hotel. I'll be honest with you, really cheap.
It's not season. That's why.
Exactly. That's the best time to travel is when no one else wants to go there.
You're near a mall and several drinking establishments. I do believe.
Yeah, I'm so mad. The one inside the hotel is closed for reservations. It's also called the Steel City Bar and Grill, which I would have loved to have drunk there at hotel prices.
Charlie Esser, even though they don't have it, he just wanted to walk in and say, "Give me a Jim Shooter on the rocks."
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either, but you try it.
Yeah, they'll probably just give me a shot of Jim Beam because that would be a shooter of Jim. So,
shooter, yeah.
All right. Jim Shooter may be a big celebrity in Pittsburgh. I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, let's get into some news for a little help.
So much.
Falls asleep. Oh, did you see they're not saying who everyone's playing, but they did release the cast list for Suicide Squad 2?
Peter Capaldi.
Yes, Doctor Who. Peter Capaldi is going to be in it.
Oh, okay. He's going to be the new Joker. Because you see, they're doing.
Well, Jared Leto's fans are pissed.
No, hey, Peter Capaldi would be a fantastic Joker. And I will fight you to the death on that. You could imagine Peter Capaldi as Joker that way. He's got such an expressive face. He's got the curly hair. Think about it. White face holding the camera. That man, little Hawaiian shirt. He is ready for it. Peter Capaldi, that writes itself. I don't care what the rest of the film is. They got Peter Capaldi. We're going in.
Oh my lord! If he's the Joker, they'll have him kill somebody with a screwdriver.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, a sonic screwdriver. You know what's sonic? Because it makes noise.
What, on Flesh and Bone?
Yeah. Well, no, that was from the episode of the guy he was the Victorian guy whose brain got overwritten with Doctor Who's memories. And he kept on he had a regular screwdriver and it was called a sonic screwdriver. He says, "Why do you call it a sonic screwdriver?" And he hits it against something. He says, "See? Sonic." And that was a great episode. Something about the Daleks. That was the one where the woman, it was the Cyberman. My mistake. It was a Cyberman episode. And, the woman, she became queen of the Cybermen because she actually, maintained her own free will after she became a Cyberwoman. And Doctor Who was like, "I cannot even imagine what her power she had if only she would have used it for good." Just like Doctor Who. Peter Capaldi would also make a great Lex Luthor in that universe. I'm just saying.
Way better.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
But I mean, yeah. So yeah, I mean, Peter Capaldi, Idris Elba, but they don't.
Oh!
They're not saying who he's playing.
Is he playing Deadshot? Because I know Will Smith.
That was the rumor, but they still haven't officially announced it who he's playing. And of course, James Gunn's directing, so Michael Rooker's in it.
Yeah.
I'm
you know what'll really make people mad? Make Idris Elba White Dragon. Enjoy, trolls. Enjoy.
I mean, John Cena.
John Cena? Okay. Well, John Cena's obviously that Rick Flag guy.
No, the guy who played Rick Flag is coming back.
Oh, maybe John Cena is the real Rick Flag. Oh, or I don't know.
What if he's Bane?
John Cena can't be Bane. John Cena's not Mexican or South American.
DCEU, like.
Well, you can't. I mean, yes, you can.
Hey! Deadshot's not African American in the comics, but Will Smith played him last movie.
Yes, but when you make someone a minority character for diversity, it actually improves the character because it adds another layer to the character. The same way that making Nick Fury black was kind of like everyone said, "Hey, that's actually not a bad idea." But when you make
Charlie DCEU,
they can do better.
I put nothing past them at this point.
I mean, they can do horrible things, I'm sure, but they can do good things too. This new Joker film. See, that's why I think Peter Capaldi as Joker would be great. I think she fell asleep on us. Peter Capaldi would be great as Joker because right now we're seeing a young Joker, the start of his career. Now we're going to have an old Joker at the end of his career.
Could do that.
And it would definitely be a palate cleanser after our mid-range Joker we got last episode. I'm just saying.
There she
I was explaining why Peter Capaldi would be a very good Joker because right now we have a young Joker coming in our Joker film. And that is at the start of his career, and this would be a Joker at the end of his career. And we could have the older, wiser, more better Joker, and would be a palate cleanser.
We still need a third Joker then, though.
Well, that would be 3.
So
we got
past, present, and future. Okay.
No, well,
what's his face from the first movie?
Boo! We don't count that.
I know, but still, that would make it 3.
That's your maiden, mother, and crown.
Trinity.
Or,
Trinity of the sock.
Yeah. I think this new Joker might be tolerable.
But the other one we were talking about, Lilith. Who's John Cena gonna play?
Preferably nobody.
Well, he's on the cast list, so.
Sure.
He's gonna be technician.
He might just be in the end credit scene for all we know. Just saying.
I bet you he's technician 4, and he's in every scene, but he doesn't say anything.
Is he Catman?
That would be his best role ever.
Oh, that would actually. Was Catman in Suicide Squad? Yeah, Catman was in Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
I know, but I would think of him as Secret 6, but I forget. Oh, Secret 6 and Suicide Squad, they're kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
He would be a fantastic Catman. I would love him as Catman.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess Gunn's getting all the big names. Nathan Fillion.
They just want the box office. That's all. They're like, yes, bring Firefly and Castle people. Bring them to me.
I know. Everyone's like, they got Nathan Fillion. Make him Green Lantern.
Look, no. Oh, they should make Nathan Fillion Sinestro.
Batman.
It is a Suicide Squad. No, they've already picked a Batman, and they're not going to go old Batman again.
The continuity doesn't matter anymore.
None of them are connected.
Universe, so
don't do this to yourself, DC.
It's DC.
I'm down for Elseworld Tales, but still, please keep a little bit of the comic book.
Okay, no.
Ask.
Elseworld Tales is Batman is a pirate now. Elseworld Tale isn't. Oh, it's the exact same Batman, but this one is a different actor. It's like when you have John Shipp and that other guy playing Barry Allen.
Oh, John Wesley Shipp and Grant Gustin, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said, John Shipp. Okay, I didn't give him his middle name. I don't want to think of him killing the president. I'm sorry. Anyway. But it's like, if you're both Barry Allen, then you're just both Barry Allen. And it doesn't matter that
Someone hasn't watched The Flash ever. It's okay.
No, I mean, but he is Barry Allen in some universes, I think, isn't he?
Yeah, and
Yeah, okay. He went his own.
well, in one he was in last year's crossover, but he's also Jay Garrick on Earth 3.
Yeah, he's like 6 different characters, and that's okay. That's okay. But I'm just saying, if it's a different version of the same character, it's not really an Elseworlds. It's a different actor.
I might be wrong there, but okay.
All right, I'm going to break your brain, Charlie Esser. You know who else is in this movie?
Woohoo.
Your buddy Core got Taki Watati or however you pronounce his name.
Okay, well, that'll be great. Oh, he would make a great White Dragon. Blue Cord, man. Blue Cord forever.
And of course, Sean Gunn, of course.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's like Jockster, you know? When your brother is the filmmaker, you get more roles. And it's not because you're not a good actor, but it's just because, you know what? I need you to be in there.
Howard's little brother?
I was going to say, as Clint Howard.
Yeah. No, the guy who played Jockster from Xena. And I'm forgetting his name. The guy who directed and produced Xena and Hercules. And, what is his name? Why can't I remember it all of a sudden? Oh, well.
Juice.
I'm just saying. But his brother's in all his stuff. Because that's
what family's for.
That's the guy who did Evil Dead. Why can't I remember his name all of a sudden?
Sam Raimi?
Sam Raimi? Sam Raimi? Yeah, that's the other Raimi brother.
I think so. Sam, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you know who Jockster the Mighty is, right? Yeah. Okay. That's his brother. That's the brother of the producer of Xena Warrior Princess, and he puts him in a lot of stuff. And he's a good actor. I like him. He's fun.
And I thought this movie was coming next year. I guess it's saying here this isn't coming out till August 2021.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So.
I had to retool so much.
Yeah, well, you know, how many directors has it gone through? I don't think James Gunn was the first.
Oh, well, behind the scenes, probably like 3 or 4, publicly like 2.
Yeah, and then there were probably 6 writers on it, and, you know, and they probably still got a guy polishing it even now, you know, so it's, you know.
Crazy.
That's showbiz. Hey, if you don't polish your script, you get a dull script. Just saying.
But, we're speaking of Batman. The rumor now is, Rob Pattinson's Batman movie is going to be based on Batman: The Long Halloween.
I don't trust Kevin Smith anymore. He's breaking my heart.
Snoochie. Yes, I did hear that on Fat Man Beyond this morning.
So just out of curiosity, is Robert Smith associated with this film aside from is he directing it or
Kevin Smith?
Kevin Smith. Gosh darn it!
No.
Leave him alone.
Well, it's tired.
They were just talking on one of his many podcasts that his co-host had heard the rumor that's what the story they were basing it on.
Yeah. Okay. And Kevin Smith, I guess, wrote the Long Halloween story.
No.
Okay, so just completely not related to it. So
no, they were just talking about it. Yeah, no, it was Jeff Loeb who wrote it. Yeah, it was Jeff Loeb.
Okay. Well then,
it's a year-long murder mystery, and there's a lot of the
get all caught up on it, Charlie. Tyler, Phil, and I did a whole thing about it for a year.
Go check out before that.
Okay.
But
scroll down.
But it's like a lot of the rogues are in it. Joker, Riddler,
Catwoman, my fave.
Catwoman's in it. Yeah.
Okay, well that's good. I mean, good for them.
Lilith, did they do Solomon Grundy? He was in it.
Yeah. We get the dude that played Butch from Gotham though, or nothing.
Yeah, he was a very good Solomon Grundy. I will give that. He's as good as did Ted Cassidy do it in the 70s film? Or was that somebody else? I think that was somebody else.
I don't know.
You guys were none of you guys were born then, so never mind.
I was gonna say I was born in '78. Lilith Hellfire wasn't even a twinkle in her parents' eye.
Yeah, I think it was like 7. They did because they did this 2 sort of Super Friends movies, like the Return of the Super.
I know,
or Return of the Super,
but I've never even seen them. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I watched them when they came out because it was just great.
He's a ball.
They did have Solomon Grundy on it, and he was good. He plays an auto mechanic, and ties Adam West and Burt Ward to one of those hydraulic things, if I recall correctly. And that might have just been in the universe I'm from, so who knows?
Oh, but then we were talking about James Gunn. Did you see J.J. Abrams signed a 5-year deal with WarnerMedia?
Isn't that old news? Is that just me?
Oh, I don't know. I just think it was this week I saw it, unless they just recycled it or something.
If it was from Comic Book Resource or comicbook.com, probably.
Oh no,
Yeah, I mean,
or anything like that.
fun news are wrong.
well, they like to get all the facts straight before they print. That's all. They're just they intend to make sure that it has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt that what they're saying is in fact true.
So I guess they said he's like tying up all his anything he's doing for Disney or anybody else, and then I guess he's working on movies and TV for Warner.
Okay, well, they could use the help.
Deal with the Star Trek franchise, so whatever.
Yeah, it's.
So I guess he's done with Star Wars after Episode 9.
Yeah, I think that was agreed to.
Hey, more lens flare. That's just what the the Star Wars property needs.
Yeah, I'm excited for the Mandalorian. I'll say that.
Yeah, give it a chance.
Tristan wants to be a Mandalorian for Halloween, so that's
nice.
Oh, you're gonna be someone else now? Okay.
I don't know. What's I be the Mandalorian?
Yeah, he changes his mind every week, so
Hey, I didn't say I'm not gonna be the Mandalorian. I said I'm thinking about it.
Yes, father.
Anyway, yeah, well, because here's what I'll say: he loves the Fetts. Jango Fett, Boba Fett. The timeline gets him confused because so Boba Fett came first, but then Jango Fett is Boba Fett's father. Prequels make it hard for children. That's what I will tell you.
We didn't mention this week was the anniversary of a big national tragedy. 28 years ago today, Rob Liefeld's Levi's commercial came out.
No, that's not funny.
I know, it's horrible.
Okay. I don't know. Rob Liefeld made a Levi's commercial? Was that the one with no, that was much further ago. Because there was an animated Levi's commercial that I loved where the human and the alien are walking. I'm sorry, when was it?
28 years ago. No, I think Rob Liefeld was actually in it.
Oh, okay. So I thought maybe as an animator or as a cartoonist, he was attached to it. Okay. So I have no idea what you're talking about. So I guess that was a thing.
You youngsters in your jeans.
Why would Rob Liefeld?
I wear slacks and I like it.
Why would he be in a commercial? Because he's an egomaniac.
Okay, but who would know that was Rob Liefeld? That's like if you had a Phil,
I'm sure he pronounced, I'm Rob Liefeld and I draw big boobies on Captain America.
Oh, okay. Don't know if that's a selling point, but and didn't he do what was it, Savage Dragon? Wasn't that one of his?
Well, he co-created Deadpool with Neeson.
Okay.
Yeah. X-Force.
Yeah. But didn't he do something with, what was it, Image?
Yeah, he did something with Image. It wasn't Savage Dragon. That was Eric Larson. What did he?
Okay.
Was it Youngblood or was it something else?
Oh, I could see him doing Youngblood. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Image. That was cool. Hey, Rob Liefeld. He was a name in the '90s, so I can totally see someone putting him in a commercial. I just don't know that a jeans commercial is what I would put Rob Liefeld in. I'm just saying. But and like I said, that none of us know the actual plot of it kind of says whatever it wasn't central to popular cultural zeitgeist. Because I was alive in the 90s. I was quite pop culturally savvy at the time, That was actually my time, the 90s. I was a Gen Xer, and that was when I was sort of defining culture with.
I was hip.
That's when I was cool. I remember the 90s. 23 Skidoo. You jagged little pill, you. You know why the pill is jagged? Because it's hard to swallow. Boom. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's what that song's about. Stuff that's hard to swallow.
Crazy. All right.
Hard to swallow.
Charlie, did you see the announcement this week? Or I think it might have been it was either yesterday or today. The Conan announcement.
Oh, Conan the Barbarian and Moon Knight teaming up.
Conan the Serpent War. You unplugged your mic or something. I can't hear you.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Conan the Serpent War, 4 issues. Dark Agnes, Solomon Kane, and Moon Knight.
Yes. So here's the thing: when Marvel had Conan, they milked the heck out of Conan. The entire set and Serpent Crown and everything, that's all built on the structure of Conan. And then they lost Conan. And it's just this ridiculous thing that's like, let's build our entire universe around this classic Pulp Fiction character that we got the rights to. Do we need the rights anymore? Nah, we haven't made a Conan book in like 2 years. Why do we want those rights? And then they lost the rights to Conan, and they're like, oh, wait, all of our modern comic lore is based on Conan ideas. Ooh, now we're in trouble. They worked it through, but now they got Conan back, and they're like, let's do it again!
Oh, hey, did you see who's writing it?
Who was that? Was that,
our buddy, the friendly Canadian, Jim Zub.
Yeah, I thought it was Zub. I wanted to say Zub. I was like, no, if it's Zub, you're going to just look so stupid, Charlie. Don't say Zub. Everyone knows you don't know writers. You don't know any artists. You just know characters. But yeah, no, they're doubling down on their Conan. They're finally doing Conan in the modern world and making him such a lovable lout. I mean, he is just he makes Wolverine look like a well-considered
a reasonable
metropolitan man about town. That's what Conan is like. We need someone to make Wolverine look like a cultured man about town.
Okay, websites. Here's your quotes. Conan makes Wolverine look metrosexual.
Oh, please. Conan always looked metrosexual with that well-trimmed.
No, I said he makes Wolverine look metrosexual.
No, that's what I actually meant. Wolverine. Yeah. Please, you don't get that hair without moose. Man spends 4 hours a day just doing the hair.
Lilith Hellfire, you awake? Maybe not.
She'll get back with us.
I know.
She's the baby.
What do you think?
Yo!
And 2 old men mumble to themselves. I'm sorry.
Hold on, I got an itch. Well, Lilith, did you see in January we're getting Wonder Woman set issue 750?
Yeah. Am I supposed to be excited? Because, like, what they've done to Wonder Woman is a travesty. I've been saying this for literally 5 years, and it hasn't gotten any better. But it's a big milestone, so hooray. Only, like, 50 more years till we get to 1,000.
So are you going to pick it up? Are you going to pick up 750?
I mean, you kind of have to.
Because it's a milestone.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I guess they're canceling Deathstroke at 50.
Yeah. I was like, oh, what a shame. Probably because they're trying to get him his own show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They just have to all that out AT&T.
Why would you cancel a book you're trying to promote?
It's DC. It's what they do. Like, Green Arrow went on hiatus when Arrow came out, and then, like, it's a whole thing. They do.
But they just canceled Green Arrow at 50 a couple months back.
Yeah.
Is he a Leviathan? I don't know. They really punched it home this week in an event Leviathan that Leviathan spared all of her queens. So is that Roy Harper? He's supposed to be dead, but is that Roy Harper?
I mean, what sidekick hasn't died at this point?
Well, no, is Roy Harper Leviathan? Did I get my gingers confused?
He is. Speedy.
They say.
Speedy did go by Red Arrow at one point, didn't he? Yeah, yes. Okay. Does have a red hood.
They suspected the red hood.
How adjacent.
But, what's funny about that is the red hood doesn't even wear a red hood. He wears, like, a red metal mask. It's like, not really a hood. It's really a red helmet. They should call it a red helmet. They can get that past the sensors.
Some hood, breathable. Never mind. Sorry.
But a helmet's more practical, Charlie.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not denying the practicality of the helmet.
Baseball cap.
Yeah, but
52.
Fucking new 52.
Oh, speaking of money grabs, Lilith, did you see there's a new Dark Knight Returns one-shot coming out? The Golden Child.
Yeah, stop, please.
They're milking that to hell. Oh my
Wait,
We said that when we said that was going to get another part, another 3-parter or 12
So
part.
is Batman doing the Woody doing the Eddie Murphy role?
Wait, what?
Huh?
Batman the Golden Child. Is Batman doing the Eddie Murphy role?
Eddie Murphy movie, that's funny. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
I don't even think Batman.
That was like the first time Eddie Murphy tried to be like a serious actor, kind of.
I don't know if Batman's even in it from the description. I think they said they're focusing on Wonder Woman and Batman or Superman's son, and then Carrie Kelly's gonna be in it. But yeah, I don't think Bruce Wayne's even in it.
Carrie Kelly, so you know.
Then why is it called Batman? You said it was Batman the Golden Child, right?
Well, it's the Dark Knight Returns.
Oh. Dark Knight is Batman, right? I mean, I know I'm not a DC fan.
Yeah, it's set in that Dark Knight Returns universe. You know, that whole Frank thing.
Oh, that universe.
Yes.
I got it confused with that other guy's Dark Knight universe. So, the movie one.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's set in the Dark Knight universe. So, this is the new superhero who's going to bring light to the world.
I mean, unless it's Superman's son. They said it's going to focus on a little bit on Superman's son, so.
Yeah, well, that'll be nice.
Mm-hmm. Frank Miller.
He's not a big fan of Superman. He's not a Superman.
Well, he got to write a book about him, so, you know, maybe now he's the expert.
Okay.
Yeah, because writing a Superman book makes you an expert, huh, Lilith?
Apparently. They give you the whole deal.
Well, I mean, for a time, you know, he gets to put his mark on it, and that's okay.
His stake on it. Mm-hmm.
Rub his bendis all over it.
I would rub my Charlie over anything that'd let me.
There's my drop!
But it has to be consensual.
Touch the comic where the Charlie Esser touched you.
It's okay if it's consensual. That's the rule. If you are capable of giving consent and are deemed a rational being, sentient being, by the laws of your community, it's all okay, so long as it's consensual.
Can Tristan film it when you and Maz walk into the hotel next week holding hands?
I mean, I could ask him to, but, you know. I'll see if Maz wants to. I don't know how... I don't want to be presumptuous with Maz, you know. But we can discuss it.
Oh, honey, look at the throne. Anyway.
Well, we have a list.
What? Oh, you're not going to do the list?
How would I have a list? I'm not from Pittsburgh. I'm not Castilian. There we go. That's actually true, you know, because proper Castilian Spanish does have a accentuated S sound. Nerd! Very well, then.
Oh, next week is going to be something.
Moving right along, Philip.
Should we talk some comics?
If you'd like to.
We're 30 minutes in, and World Hellfire is already under her pillow.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Secretly,
5.
yes.
Got about 6 comics I can talk, so save some.
Comics Corner. Okay, I just want to get in the best book that I read this week.
You get it in World Hellfire.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch #5, written by Francis Shell Kelly Thompson, with artwork by Veronica Fish. It's like up the scary factor, and it feels like it actually has like real like consequences in this world. So it's nice. It's not Chilling Adventures. It's regular Sabrina. So I was really surprised that we've jumped into like kind of a darker, grittier thing so quickly. But I think she laid the foundation. I just feel like we just got to this point a little too quick, but the story's still pretty good.
Do you think that was an editorial decision, Lilith?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Does that cheapen it, or was it still a good book?
It's still an excellent book. Like, the artwork is beautiful and the story is great. I really love the characterization of Sabrina. If you like that old kitschy, like back in the day Sabrina, not like, you know, creepy Sabrina, this is still the book for you. I think it's trying to bring out a healthy balance of two, which I think Riverdale fails to do. Just saying. So this does have a little bit of that balance.
Cool.
Just throw it out there for you guys.
Cool. Yo. Oh, Charlie, did you
If
read?
only they had codes, I'd love to read it, and then maybe I could get hooked to it, like I get hooked to a lot of other books.
Yeah, everybody not Marvel.
Yeah, you know. And then I start buying those books, and then I can't put in my codes because I already bought those books. But I said, but I still read them because I bought them because I love these books. So think about that for a moment, not Marvel people.
I know Lilith read it, but Charlie, did you read Powers of X number 4? No.
I only got so much time.
He's not interested. He told you that last week. Don't you listen? Don't you
You
pay
know,
attention?
He said that after like the first or second issue, and he kept reading.
Well, I read like the 3rd issue of one of them. Yeah, I mean, look, and I love Hickman, and I've got nothing against the X-Men per se. I don't wish them any particular ill. I'm a well-wisher. But you know, it's like, okay, this is a story.
I'd say the big scene comes at the beginning.
Funny though.
What?
I don't know. I found this story kind of funny. Maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know.
Well, what? That scene at the beginning when Magneto and Xavier go to Mr. Sinister and basically want him to have clone samples of every mutant on the planet. Hint, wink.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, okay, is this a little too on the nose? Is it just me?
Well, why would they? I mean, I guess it's...
I mean, are they doing like Sinister did with the Marauders back in the day? Or are they just pumping out clones? Hey, if X-Men get killed, let's just pump out some more.
Oh!
Is that what we're doing?
You know what? She is uniting everyone that... Oh, I know what this is. So what she's doing, what Mariah... Whatever her name is. Yeah, whatever McTaggart is doing. I don't know how you pronounce that first name. Is it Moira? Is it Moira? Do you owe it, or do you just owe it?
Scottish!
I don't know how to speak Scottish. Ask Capaldi to pronounce that for you. Anyway.
Everything felt a little back, and the action is just like, okay, this is the middle. Take a breath. Everything's going to be crazy from here on out. Yeah. Just enjoy this moment of peace that you're getting.
But what she's doing is she's uniting all of the factions of mutants. Mr. Sinister, who's very pro-mutant, Apocalypse, Magneto, Xavier, all into one group to work together. And then that's why when we see in the far distant future, everything falls apart. It's a dystopia, but maybe something better comes out of it in the long run of the AI universe. Because obviously they're saying AI is actually who wins.
And why was Xavier dressed like Cassandra Nova, Lilith, or did I answer my own question?
Yeah, you answered your own question.
Oh, is she being... She
wore in the past, so...
Who's Cassandra Nova? Fill me in, Phil.
Her, what is it? His Xavier's twin sister or whatever who tried to kill him in the womb.
Yeah, I was gonna say in utero. Yeah.
When did Xavier get a twin sister? And why is that not Xavier?
Early 2000s, bro.
Do you even X-Men, bro?
No, I don't. I think that's half the problem. So okay, so Cassandra Nova is the heretofore unknown, unpublicized.
It's derivative.
It's like, okay, look, I love a good callback villain as much as the next guy. I loved when Mr. Miracle was the first victim of Scourge. That's just some classic, old school fun and games for those who read careful. But, you know, if you actually had like Reed Richards' evil twin show up, it's like, I've never mentioned my evil twin before today, but you know I do have one.
Who doesn't have an evil twin?
World, bro. I mean, of course.
And that's why.
You can't call yourself a superhero if you haven't been replaced at least once and you don't have an evil twin.
Twice.
And died once or twice.
And have a legacy character that is a little controversial.
That's how you get it. That's how you get a.
Well, ironic. The only one that like I was gonna say, well, the Fantastic Four, none of them have that, except that actually Human Torch is a legacy character. So
yeah,
and he is certainly controversial.
Ben Grimm, Sharon Ventura.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I just wish those two crazy kids could have made it work. Although they did in the NCT universe. Yeah, thanks, Skissy.
Yeah, duh.
Okay, Alika uses Puppet Master play to control.
Oh yeah,
people.
she's evil. Yeah.
Yeah. Alicia's just straight up evil, man. You know.
Line
You know why this girl picked Alicia? Because no one would notice that she was evil. Just putting that out there. I went for them to bring Elijah back. They've been hitting at it.
Yeah. They need to bring her back. Johnny needs to hit that. Yeah, no,
I need someone. He's so lonely.
He does. I mean, they keep. I mean, Slot keeps hitting on that. It's like, oh, Johnny's like, oh, I don't have a girl. Although he was getting hit on this week in Black Cat #4. Although that she was just trying to steal something from the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, hey, Johnny, how about I come over? And he's like, okay.
He's so stupid.
And even she, even like in her thought thing, she's like, I'd really be with a guy who, his friend's ex like calls him up and says, hey, can I come over? And and he's like, oh yeah, come on over.
Yeah.
And he's like giving her a guided tour. It's like you're giving this thief a guided tour of the Fantastic Four's headquarters.
See, that's what the Trapster should have done.
Shoot his glue. What?
No, well, he tried to break in when the Fantastic Four were away and got defeated by the...
Oh, yeah, right after Secret Wars, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, Trapster, that's...
No one was there in the building, still caught him.
Yeah.
Dummy.
He makes good glue, but that doesn't make you a good... That's not a superpower! Being really good at glue doesn't make you a superhero.
If you want to hear how stupid the Trapster is and hear Lilith Hellfire make fun of him, go check out Ultimate Spider-Cast, episode 36. The first part of our Act of Vengeance review.
Wrong side. But yeah, I gotta go, boys. You have a good night and enjoy Super Connectivity. Scroll up for Super Connectivity.
Have fun.
Oh, give some, what do you call it?
Social media.
Social meds, so we don't have to forget what it is.
Nah, that's all right. You guys know. Bye.
If only we did.
Not on the Instagrams.
Exactly, that's all you need to know.
Only one we remember.
She's old. She has to rest up for next week.
Okay, but if she got up at 4, why did she want to do this at freaking 9?
9.
I can do Saturday evenings too. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, any other week, but I don't know when I'm gonna be home tomorrow. So.
Oh, okay.
That's all right.
I do my best. I don't know. I'm here whenever you need me. You know that.
Hey, Dad, can I tell you something?
What would you like to tell us? Would you like to do the little Hellfire spot for a minute?
Wait, what?
Find out.
Okay.
Okay, so what did you want to ask?
Well, actually, it was about the main thing, but not, I actually like to talk about comics or something else.
Okay, so you had a question about the man thing? What?
No.
I think it's kind of mine.
Conversation a son and his father should have in private.
I have a question.
What's the question? You had a DC question earlier that I couldn't answer. I said you should ask Phil.
Oh, wait, what was that DC?
Something about the Black Mask?
Who's the Black Mask and why was he created?
Okay, so who's the Black Mask and why was he created? You also had something about the way he was drawn. It was a very specific question about whether or not his mouth moved. But
Yeah, it was in Under the Red Hood cartoon where his mask moved with his mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a Gotham crime boss, Charlie, but long story short, he's basically DC's Red Skull.
Okay. So there you go.
Yeah.
He's a Nazi?
Except it's black instead of red,
But is he a Nazi or is he just...
No, he's not a Nazi. He's a criminal. He was like a rich guy. Basically, I think he killed his parents and then he disfigured himself.
And none of that is the Red Skull's origin. I don't know.
No, but I'm just saying, especially the look and stuff. He might as well be a Nazi. He loves torturing people and stuff. And
yeah. No. Okay. Well, that's that's being a sadist, and that is equally evil. Don't get me wrong.
I think he's the villain in that Birds of Prey movie they're making.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, because he was asking guys. Apparently, it's in the Under the Red Hood cartoon that he saw. So
that's a good one. Yeah.
Tristan watches all this stuff. You know that. That's Tristan for you. So yeah, but he found it weird that his mouth moved, even though it's a Black Skull mask, I guess. Or.
Well, I think it was only the cartoons. I guess
it depends.
The cartoons of what his mask. like how they made the Scarecrow's mouth move in the cartoons.
Oh yeah, he did not like the Scarecrow's mouth
Yeah,
moves.
some of those animated things, but yeah, the black mask. Some versions it's like a mask. Some it's like he basically burns his face. His face off.
That's what that's the thing with DC and this whole rebooting every couple of years.
Well, that's
like you can't have a continuity. It's like at least if they're going to say the Red Skull has a skull face, they actually write a story to explain why. No, this is why his face is a skull face now. Well,
that's the thing. That's why when every TV show, an animated movie, and live action movie is like, oh, it's its own separate thing. Yeah, that's why it gets confusing.
It does, and I don't know. And I get, it's sort of like, what it is? Is DC's like, oh no, this is what we wanted to do the whole time. This, we didn't want to do an interconnected billion-dollar universe. No, we want to do a bunch of separate movies, each one its own thing, so we could tell a diverse kind of story. Because you can't tell a diverse story in a shared universe. That would be like stupid.
No.
And that's their choice, and that's that's what they're dealing with. Okay.
So do you want to talk any? I don't know, what comics do you want to save for super connectivity?
I mean, I can save all my comics for super connectivity. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really get the chance to read Prodigal, but I kind of enjoyed. I did a quick speed read to it. Guardians of the Galaxy, Prodigal Son. Did you read that one?
Yes, I have it.
And I'm kind of a little torn on the continuity and exactly what happened, and especially since this, I think, is the last one.
Yeah,
it kind of ends on a weird note.
Yeah, because the guy comes back and like, oh, my brother killed our father, the king, but then it's like, oh, you weren't even really his son, and the people are like, oh yeah, your father was a power-hungry madman who, just had us in war after war. Yeah, we're fine that his son killed him.
Question?
Yeah, which is first off not an unreasonable statement.
Yeah.
And then Prodigal goes and blows up the sun of the planet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He makes the planet uninhabitable. He tells them all. He's like, yeah. He's like, here, I'm going to do it in such and such time. So evacuate the planet because I'm just going to blow up our sun.
And then, then he's mad at the Guardians for some reason for not trying to stop him.
I don't know if it wasn't for not stopping him.
Well, it really got to me to be like, he was mad. The Guardians just said, screw you guys, I'm giving him. You're not getting in the middle of your interplanetary war. Thank you.
Because, even Moondragon helped them by, making the brother confess and stuff. But
well, yeah, they all helped him and they all worked together. But then it's like, when he decided to go full-on villain, it seems like I kind of got the feeling, like I said, I just sped-read the thing. I kind of got the feeling like he was mad that the Guardians didn't try to stop him. Mm-hmm. But they just let him go commit genocide on his own planet for reasons, And granted, I can get why, because it's like, well, we can't really stop him, and we don't really want to fight him. And honestly, this is all just crazy familial nut stuff. So, yeah. It was a very strange series, the way the Prodigal ended, and I'm looking forward to slow reading it later, but
I'm sure I'll probably turn up somewhere else. But yeah, it was just like a three annuals that, yeah.
I don't know. He's a very OP kind of character. I don't know if he's going to come back, and I don't know if he got, I think the Sentry got a lot of following quickly, so I think bringing the Sentry back kind of made sense because he does have a core base of fan. I enjoy the Prodigal as much as the next guy, but I don't know that I'm screaming for a Prodigal series, Mm-hmm. I don't know if I want him to be the next Avenger, because not for nothing, he just genocided the planet.
Yeah.
I don't think the Avengers want him, Unless they retcon it's like, no, I just acted like I was going to vote the sun, and then when I realized the Guardians weren't going to stop me, I just stopped it. That's awesome.
If they want to bring him back, I'd say bring Sentry back and make Prodigal his enemy or
that's fine,
put two overpowered characters at each, so that way it's kind of an even match.
I mean, I guess so. It's, it is always...
I'm surprised they're not doing more with the Sentry. You would think that, they'd be, Marvel would be trying to make their own Superman. Just be like, hey, you people aren't happy with Bendis over there. Hey, look, we got a Superman,
Well, but not for nothing, they have 6 Supermen.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like Marvel can throw out a Superman whenever they want to. Between Hyperion, which they did, they've got a short run. That's the thing is all of those Squadron Supreme characters got the short runs, and now they've got them in the Captain America or the Avengers books, and then they've got, then they got several other pastiches they made over the years, including Aquarian and Ultraman, and well, Ultraman's kind of more of a Martian Manhunter character, but because he has the fear of fire, so. But yeah, they've got all kinds of characters out there that could be Marvel Superman, but not for nothing, you can't make a Superman pastiche without it seeming like a Superman money grab, and they already have Thor with their original sort of tweaked Superman pastiche. So Marvel doesn't need the headache.
Oh, and I'm sure you didn't read Doctor Strange 19.
I didn't get the chance to, man.
It's very weird. Like Doctor Strange is chasing this spirit or something. It's like out in like this out in the middle of nowhere. It makes like this car crash that has this woman and her young son in it. The young son's like, I don't know, like the brain, like his brain's bleeding or something. And Strange is like, I can't help him. If if my hands worked fine again, I could use my magic to perform surgery. But so he like astral projects to some other dimension and makes him deal with some demon or something to like rebuild his hands.
What demon still wants Stranger's soul?
I don't think
isn't that leverage to the hilt, dude? I don't
think he was even paying to this demon. He was just like, this spell comes with a cost. This spell comes with a cost, right? He's like, yeah, I'll pay it. He's like, you might even end up losing your magic, not being able to be sorcerer supreme anymore. And even Strange makes the conscious decision. Okay, I'll give up protecting, this whole plane of existence to save this one child.
Well, you know what? But see, that's actually a wise move. Because he knows darn well there'll be another Sorcerer Supreme. He's just a placeholder just like anybody else. And
it's always like if a big threat's coming, I mean, yeah, he's done. You get an inexperienced Sorcerer Supreme.
Or you get freaking Wanda Maximoff
or Loki
showing up and saying, no more threat. No more threat.
Or Loki.
Yeah, or
Dr. Voodoo.
Freaking Gwenpool.
Oh,
we'll talk about this gets saved for super connectivity.
Okay.
This gets saved for super connectivity. Because they basically have united her continuity into a really scary place, which I am loving. And so, yeah, but that's for super connectivity. And, along with all of our other books, because there's a lot going on in the Marvel Universe right now. And some indie books like The Orville and Actual Roger. Actual Roger, which was really, really good.
Well, I mean, do you want to wind this up and jump over there then?
Yeah, I figure that seems. I mean, we've been on this almost an hour now. I mean,
yeah.
I think, yeah, exactly. I don't think our podcast need to go a full hour though.
Yeah, why figure here, there's usually at least 3 of us, and between news and
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta give it a little extra time when there's at least 3 of us, yeah.
Yeah, right. And, aside from the whole, because was Lilith talking about the whole Disney Time Warner thing that was mentioned to you earlier about, or was that something else?
Disney Time Warner, what?
Well, the Disney Time Warner fight, the AT&T, about like DirecTV dropping ABC's channels.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm telling you, it's the thing, man. It has so much more context.
DirecTV and whoever is always, it seems like they're always out, doing this with somebody. Because like I said, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, they dropped our ABC here, like, I think it was like towards the end of December, but then the minute like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and other shows were coming back, guess what? It was back on our DirecTV. And then just like a few weeks ago, them and CBS were in a thing, and then guess what? like 2 days before preseason football was about to start. Oh, look, our CBS was back.
Yeah, but you notice that both those people have really powerful streaming services.
Oh, yeah.
I think they were threatened by.
Because I think we didn't have CBS for like 2 weeks or something. I think they said, oh yeah, like subscribers to the CBS All Access like went up when they did that. Yeah.
Well, exactly, and that's kind of the thing. I think that I get the feeling that AT&T is sitting here with their Directv and going, you know what, we're kind of helping our competitors because Directv, unlike cable, does not have to carry local broadcasters.
Yeah.
So they don't have to carry ABC. They don't have to carry CBS. That both ABC and CBS both have their own streaming services now. It is a real threat to
I think
the Time Warner, AT&T, AOL empire.
I think they're doing that now, at least like when a lot of the shows don't have new episodes on right now. So yeah, their thing does, their subscriptions do go up, and then when all the new shows come back, they turn it back on. But it's like, hey, guess what? We'll have all their subscribers.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, they can't run the risk of losing their people.
Oh yeah,
they can't run the risk of losing the people that are paying for this stuff because that's who they have. Okay, so let's wrap up this one, then let's go right to super connectivity. We'll pick up some thoughts. We'll talk about our comics and all the other things in the news because there was something you texted me about that I've totally forgotten about already.
All right.
The murder mystery? I don't know. It was one of those things. But we'll talk about that in the next thing. So come back here. Whoever is here right now. Hi, friend.
It's Brad.
Oh, it's Brad. Okay, so Brad, we're going to take like 3 minutes max. We'll be right back. Look for us on Super Connectivity, and you can tell us. Cool, thank you. NP. Thank you, Big Bad Brad.
No problem.
I don't know who they are until they text, because then it tells me who they are.
Well, I think Brad changes his picture every couple of days, I think he said.
Yeah, well, as you do. Okay.
Right. So, everyone, send us your thoughts and send us your mail. We can read it live. Next week, we'll do it live, because Charlie Esser will be here, Lilith Hellfire will be here, Mossman Zor will be here, maybe Tyler Patrick. So, gotta stay fresh. That's right, Brad. All right, so everyone, send us your emails to capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/capesandlunatics. @CapesLunatics on Twitter, Capes and Lunatics on Instagram. Check out Work in Progress, capesandlunatics.org. Subscribe to our Capes and Lunatics YouTube channel and our weekly newsletter, capesandlunatics.home.blog. Call our voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And if you want to watch all of us in the same room live next week, you can check that out on our Capes and Lunatics Facebook, Twitter, or at getvocal.com/channel/capes. And you can follow Lilith Hellfire on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. You can check out her Instagram at Lilith Hellfire 69, of course. I think that's it. And Charlie's gone. Okay. So you can find Charlie Esser at Charlie Esser. That's CharlieEsser. Oh wait, is he back? Look for the 2 E's in the middle on Twitter
For quality. Bing!
And you can email him at superconnectivityblog@gmail.com. Charlie, killing me here. All right, everyone. Anyway, as we said, come back next week for Capes and Lunatics episode 123. Oh, and next week's Super Connectivity, except we're going to do a big 2-part episode. We're going to record hours of content and put it on 2 episodes next week, so stay tuned. But until then, when we can all stay in the one room, we have been the Capes, Appleson, the Lunatics! Alright, everyone. So, again, if there's anything you want to hear, you're dying for Lilith Hellfire, Charlie Esser, Mozzie and Zor, who you don't get to talk to all the time, send your emails, send your voicemails, get a hold of us on social media. I will read them right to their face next week. I will hold their feet to the fire. Good.